Hey guys, how you doing? Mr. G back again, just here to show you how to add these effects to the videos that you decided that you wanted to use in your project. So again, I'm going to make this as quick as I can for you so you have time to play with it. I'm sorry if it takes a little longer than I wanted to, but I'm going to try and make it quick. So first of all, you got two videos in here. I just checked. You go to the video that you picked. This one I picked, and the going out for a pass one I picked. Just open up the video, double click on it, and it'll tell you in QuickTime how long the video is. This one's 8 seconds, the other one's 7 seconds. So 7 plus 8 is 15. And if you're going to add an effect, you don't want them to be both videos, this one and this one, to be the exact same length, because I'm gonna show you how to add a transition effect right here. And once this video ends, you're not going to see any of this video because it's even longer than this video. So to change the composition length, to change the length of the video, go to composition settings. It's set to 7 seconds right now. We're just going to click on it, delete. We're going to make that 15 seconds long. Click OK. Now you see right here, you click this little you see this got a little shorter because it goes further now as opposed to where it stopped at 8 seconds. Click that end of that little dot, whatever you want to call it. Hold down, drag it over, and it's going to make it look longer. Now, you can take this other video, you can drag it in front of right where this video is going to end, and if you take the cursor and you end that video and go right into the next one, you see that video right there. And I'm going to show you how to make the transition for that effect. First, I'll show you real quick. If you go to Preview, under top of Effects and Presets, play. It's going to play the effect of the effect that you put in that video. There's no effect on it right now. So this is before I put any effects on it. And it's going to transition. No transition. It's going to go right into the next video. But there's something called keyframes, and I'm going to show you them in a minute. So start that over. Let's close preview. We don't want to do that yet. Go to effects. I'm going to show you a transition. You're going to go to transitions. And the one I was playing with was called card wipe. Click card wipe. Left click. Hold it down. Drag it in front of the video. Drop it. You see the transition right there. Now we don't want it to look like that. I had to play with these options over here just to figure out how to get rid of this because I didn't understand why it started that way. But I found out that if you go to, there's rows and columns. These are the rows and the columns of this transition right here. But if you go to transition completion, it's kind of at an angle right now. If I lower that to 0, it goes away. Now, the keyframes are all right here. These little stopwatch looking things. If you go down to the video that you're selecting and you click the drop down, under the effects, you click that drop down, I have 2 card wipe effects on there, so we're going to delete one of them. There we go. And those are all the effects that are up here. In case you don't want to go up here and use them, you can just use them down here. Up to you, it doesn't matter how you do it. So we are going to go to the keyframe under transition completion, and we're going to start it so the video looks completely normal, just like this. We also want to use the rows and the columns. So we're going to start those transitions. I'm going to put them at 1. I'm sorry, that can stay like that. You can put that at 1 and the row at 1. You can drag it with your mouse, or you can click and use your keypad. So now, keyframes. We got 3 keyframes. You can see them right here. They were made on the timeline. You drag that down to close to the end of the video. Let's say right when he catches the ball. You want to add the transition completion back to 25. And no, I'm sorry. Let's make that back to 0. we're going to add keyframes right here for column. I realized that I clicked the wrong one over here, so we're going to go back and select the keyframe for rows. Go back to this keyframe that we made, and we know we're on that spot because it turned blue right here. We're going to want the same effect. I'm sorry, the same effect, the look for this entire length of this part of the video. So we're gonna, that's at 1, that's columns is at 1, rows is at 1, transition completion is at 0. We're gonna add the same thing, same keyframe spots right there. It's right before the video ends. So if you drag it to right before it ends, right when it ends, like right there, that is when we are going to have our transition effects. So we're going to put this, let's put it at 16, doesn't really matter. Let's put that at 12. And we want the transition completion to be at, let's put it right, that looks kind of cool, let's put it right there. I think that's going to transition pretty nice. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the beginning of the video. Like I said, my keyframes are in the spot that I selected them at. You start the keyframes with the stopwatch right here, and then any extra keyframe you want to add, you always click this spot. They're going to show up every time you click on a keyframe. We're going to go back to the beginning. You're not going to see anything until the end. I'm going to close effects and preset, go to preview, hit play, and let's see what it looked like. Pretty cool, right? Now I'm sure there's better ways to make that look. Again, this is just an example. You guys are just playing with this stuff. You're going to learn how the program works. And once you play with it a little bit and you figure it out, it's going to get really cool. Just like the video tutorial I have for you that I showed you about hidden. And if you see any of my other videos I have on my YouTube page, you're welcome to look. A couple of you have seen them in my, when I was subbing for Ms. Corso for the Bring Your Kid to School Day. The Superboy trailer where when my son was 4 or 5 years old, was in the movie and bullets were bouncing off his eyes and he was flying around. That's the kind of things that you can make in After Effects. So again, feel free to take a look. Any questions, please don't ever hesitate to ask me. And I will be able to help. I will try to help you out as much as I can. Guys, I hope you enjoy. Sorry this tutorial was a little longer than I thought. All right. Have a good day and talk to you later. Bye-bye.